Hey folks, Pokecommon here, bringing you the first part of his Wednesday Weeb Talk. Today we're going to delve into the origins of the Tokusatsu genre. Tokusatsu has its earliest roots in the 1954 film Godzilla. Tokusatsu means special filming in Japan and basically just means any form of media that uses a lot of special effects. Godzilla being one of the earliest examples of this. Godzilla, if had been done with the stop motion and claymation techniques popular in giant monster movies in the West, it would have taken 3 years to complete and cost significantly more money. Godzilla's director and producer, therefore, developed a new technique known as suitmation. This basically means they developed a suit that the actor would wear portraying the monster and would stomp around a model city. This allowed Godzilla to be done a lot sooner and with a more reasonable budget. Godzilla would continue on to even the present day in various films and reboots, and has been a long-standing franchise in Japan and even over here in the States, with the TriStar Godzilla movie, unfortunately, and more recently with the good legendary monster film series. Godzilla is not the only franchise we got out of the Tokusatsu genre. Another popular franchise in it is the costume heroes aspects of the show. One of the earliest examples of this being the 1970s series Go Ranger, the first of the long-running Sentai and Super Sentai franchises that would continue even to the present day. The original shows did not have nearly as much of a budget or the effects popular in more recent iterations of the show, but let's take a look at one of the original transformations of the show, a staple that would be popular in Tokusatsu for years to come. As you can see, there wasn't too much to the transformation, just a simple cutaway to the suit actors. Now let's take a look at a more recent Sentai and see how the technology has evolved over the decades. This is from 2016's Dobutsu Sentai Zyuranger. As you can see, a lot more effects went into the transformation as the years went on, as well as the series staple of explosions behind the suit actors. Super Sentai isn't the only franchise we got out of the Tokusatsu genre. Another popular one being the Metal Hero series. Metal Hero series, while not presently being continued today, do have the heroes from that series make cameo appearances in other tokusatsu works as well as sometimes in film. These series, spanning from the first one, Space Sheriff Gavin, and the final one, B-Fighter Kabuto, usually had a police or sheriff theme to them. Let's take a look at the transformation sequence for the first one, Space Sheriff Gavin. series would continue until the final two series in the franchise in the early 90s, Juko B Fighter and its sequel series B Fighter Kabuto. These did not have a sheriff theme like a lot of the other Metal Hero series, but they were still entertaining. Let's go ahead and take a look at the transformation series for Juko B Fighter. Tokusatsu didn't just have its series in the East. The series became very big and even started to pop up in some other countries, especially in areas near Japan like Hong Kong and Thailand. With usually these were just subs overs the original content, with a translation for the local audience. Super Sentai, like I said, was running from the 1970s all the way to the present day. This next opening we're going to take a look at was from one of the 1990s Super Sentai's, Dinosaur Squadron Zyuranger. Let's take a look and see if we learn anything interesting about the series.
1億数千万年前の恐竜時代から今よみがえった5人の戦士たち。恐竜戦隊ジュレンジャー。ジュレンジャー、ジュレンジャー、伝説の戦士たちよ。ジュレンジャー、ジュレンジャー、時をかける希望。恐竜戦隊ジュレンジャー。足音が聞こえないか。遥かな大地を踏みしめて。5つの牙がやってくる。見せてくれ未来へのファンタジー。ジュレンジャー、ジュレンジャー、永遠の戦士たちよ。ジュレンジャー、ジュレンジャー。
Now, these last two clips, I bet a lot of you are thinking that those suits look awfully familiar, and there's a real good reason for that. The president of the Saban company, Haim Saban, for years had been trying to bring over the Super Sentai series for Western audiences, and he was finally approved to adapt Koryu Sentai Zyuranger. This would become what was known as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers over here in the West, a series that, like Super Sentai, has been continuing ever since, still going on even to this day. Haim Saban had also adapted other Tokusatsu series, using the Metal Heroes series for his show VR Troopers, as well as using Juko B Fighter and B Fighter Kabuto for Big Bad Beetleborgs and Beetleborgs Metallics. He also did adapt one of the series of the Kamen Rider franchise, another popular tokusatsu that, like Super Sentai, has been going on even to this present day. But unfortunately, Masked Rider received poor reviews, and therefore Saban was not allowed to dub over any more series of Kamen Rider, something that would not be added until much later by the Wang brothers with Kamen Rider Dragonite, an adaptation of the series Kamen Rider Ryuki. While Dragonite did have better reviews, even winning an Emmy for choreographs, it did not earn enough reputation to continue the franchise, and we have not seen another adaptation since. A lot of people believe this to be that it was on 4Kids, which had been struggling a lot recently with its adaptations, with a history of butchering them. Unfortunately, 4Kids decided not even to air the last 3 episodes of the series, and those videos had to only be viewed online, therefore technically canceling the series without even finishing it. But Haim Saban did get what he wanted with the adaptation of Zyuranger into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The series spawning several shows adapting different Super Sentai series, as well as a couple movies, with most recently being a new reimagining of the original series that, from last I've heard, is supposed to be spawning several films. Let's take a look at the opening for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and see if we can tell some of the main differences between it and its Japanese source material.
After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
Alpha, Leaders Escape. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitudes.
Now, what they did here was they would basically take the fight scenes and choreography and the suits from the Japanese Sentai and add American actors filling in the missing scenes. Super Sentai normally does have a more mature sense to its stories than Power Rangers did, but this is also due to a cultural difference. It doesn't make one show particularly worse than the other. It's just some people are Power Rangers fans, some people are Super Sentai fans, and others are both. Ironically, it's not only our media that was influenced by Tokusatsu, but we also influenced Tokusatsu in a way. This next clip is from a American product that actually became a Japanese Tokusatsu.
Spider Machine.
That's right,
GP7.
That's right, folks. Marvel's superhero Spider-Man became a Japanese Tokusatsu show. In fact, he even had a hand in influencing the Super Sentai franchise. See, before, before this show, Sentai did not have a giant mecha. That's right, folks. It's thanks to Spider-Man that Super Sentai has their giant robots. Well, folks, that was our introduction to the history of Tokusatsu. I hope you found it informative and look forward to my future videos and content. The next time on Wednesday Weeb Talk, we will be discussing the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise, particularly why the Gundam frames in the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan series had 2 reactors versus all the other mobile suits having 1, and why that may actually tie into another Gundam series lore. I'm Pokekamen. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Wednesday Weeb Talk, and I hope you have a good day, YouTube.
Alright folks, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to see more of my content, henshin into a subscriber today. Thanks a lot YouTube, Pokekamen, signing out.